if the feeling is what we're after, the emotion, the feeling of completeness or well-being, people who go on massive adventures, if they require a massive adventure to get this sense of well-being, they just need more than someone who can do a headstand and get that sense of well-being, or meditate, or a smaller adventure. But it seems like it's that inner sense of well-being. I mean, seeing things is cool. I love going to new places, but what is that feeling of going to the new place that feels so good? What is that? I think back about the trip I did with Caroline, where we went somewhere near Leadville, to the downhill side by this Twin Lakes, I think it was, that area. Just thinking about the feeling of being in a new place, seeing the hikers, thinking of the hikers on that Colorado Trail, seeing the hummingbirds, the old buildings, getting food at a new place. It's just like this sense of newness that makes you feel more alive. And is it, comparing it to a drug, let's say someone who doesn't require much of a hit of some drug, where someone else needs a huge hit to get the same feeling. And then like the meaning of living vicariously through others, is that even possible? I feel like when I live vicariously through others, I feel envious and depressed that I'm not doing that. There's always trade-offs for, you go on your trip, you lose the stability, the safety, the coziness of your house. Much of, at a certain point, the joy of a trip is ending it and getting home again. And there's that dichotomy or dual nature of a trip, is going somewhere but coming home. What about when you're home wanting to be on a trip, but when you're on a trip wanting to be home? It's this never being content where you are. That's the mindset of that experience, I think. And why not just be content where you are? If you go on a trip, be content. And if you don't go on a trip, be content. But then why would you go on a trip if you're content where you are? It seems like you'd be less likely to go on a trip. Maybe you just go on a trip because it would be fun, rather than to totally fill a void in your life. Sometimes it's necessary to rest. Except I'd really like to go on a trip, I think. I'm confused.